right, everybody. So hoping that we are live now. Thanks for joining me. First class of the week. All right, it's April 13th. So hopefully everyone had a great Easter. This is our body balance class. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of kind of weird walking, Ministry of Silly Walks here to try and strengthen up all kinds of different muscles that improve your balance. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is a four-way balance, all right? So if you have a chair, you can kind of stand behind the chair here. And we're going to have your feet just about hip distance apart, and you're going to lean forward into your toes. Okay, go ahead and lean back into your heels. Over to the right. The left. Okay, so now if you can, walking in a circular kind of fashion here, because we want to get that angled workout in there. So if you can, around a table or a chair, or you can just go straight back and forth. But we're going to walk to get our knees up to our hips. Okay, so marching kind of position, knees up to hip height, and then back. So this week we will have another Cooking Chronicles, always released Wednesday at 6. And we will have some information about what we had for Easter. So we made a lot of food yesterday for Easter. So it's a very interesting Cooking Chronicles, I think. So maybe some stuff that is a new recipe to some people. So it's pretty good. Okay, now let's try and do that backwards. Okay, so be careful here. Make sure you have somewhere to hold. If you need to, like, we're going backwards here. You might want to hold on to like a countertop or something like that, back and forth. Okay, if you feel comfortable, you can do it kind of in your circle here. No reason to hurry at all. Okay, good. let's do tightrope. Okay, so that's where our feet are heel toe, heel toe. Okay, and do it again around in a circle. So on Friday, we've been trying to watch a movie once a week on Fridays usually. We watched Doolittle. So that's the movie where Robert Downey Jr. can communicate with animals, and I think it's PG-13 probably. It's a cute movie, and it was good. Maybe it's PG, I don't know, but it was actually pretty good. It was good digital graphics, very well done as far as the special effects. Polar bear saving an ostrich's life and things like that. It was funny. Um, Very interesting. Okay, we're going to do that backwards now. Okay, so walking backwards on the tightrope. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the back of the chair once again. And let's do our full weight balance once again. Okay, so leaning into the chair onto the toes, leaning back into the heels. Leaning over to the right. Leaning over to the left. Good. Let's work a little bit on warming up our calves here. Okay. So let's take our left knee high and get up on our right toes. Okay. Up on the toes and down. 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 And switch to the other leg. Get up on those toes. Okay, you can even stand sideways by the chair if you want to hold on to the chair. Okay, good. Now take your feet and stick them out wide, and you're going to come up on the toes and down. Now turn them inwards and up on the toes and down. Good. All right. So now let's go ahead and walk tippy toes all the way around. If you can do a circle, do a circle. Staying on those tippy toes. Try to keep your eyes up. Okay, now let's go backwards on the tippy toes. Good. All right. Calves and Achilles should be feeling it there. Okay. So now you can go back to the chair. You're going to stick your right leg back and keep that foot on the floor and then stretch into that right there. And switch legs. Really trying to drive your ankle into the ground. Hopefully you're stretching out your feet. I can feel this one pretty strongly in my ankles. All right. Okay, let's do our four-way balance this time. One more time here, but with our eyes closed this time. So we're leaning forward into the toes. Eyes are closed. Lean back into the heels. Over to the right. Over to the left. Good. All right. So now I'm going to be pushing this chair back. I encourage you to do this behind the chair. Okay. We're going to go side to side here. So big side steps, side to side. Okay. I'm doing it in front of the chair so you can see a little better. Okay. Try to take as big a step as you can. Try to keep your eyes up. Hopefully, some people were able to tune in for Andre Bocelli at 1 o'clock yesterday. That special that he had, we had it playing on this channel. So hopefully, you're able to see that. I watched it while I was at home. Wasn't a big fan of the organ. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to cross the foot over each time. Okay, so this is one of our most challenging ones. So please be pretty careful here. You're going to take your right leg in front and then step out. Right leg in front and then step out. Okay. Then when you go back, it's left leg in front, step out. Again, this one is probably the most challenging, so if you need to have something to hold on to, please do. Take your time. There's no race, nobody's coming up behind you. Good, let's go one more back and forth here. All right, you can go back to the back of that chair again. Now that we just worked a little bit laterally, let's spread the legs out and dip to one side, stretching out the inner part of the leg. Okay, you can switch to the other leg. So one leg is straight, the other one's bent. Good. Okay, now take your right foot, stick it out in front of you. Okay. Now we're going to lean back just a little bit, change your center of gravity here. Okay, if you need to hold on to something, hold on to it. Do the best you can. Good. Now stick it behind you. So you're leaning forward a little bit, change that center of gravity again. Good. Now still bouncing on the left leg, you're in your tree pose, so stick it on your leg there. Good, and then one more, stick that right leg out to the side. So again, you're shifting your center of balance there, center of gravity for better balance. Good. Okay, now you're gonna take that left foot and stick it out in front. Good. And now take it behind you. Good. Now go ahead and push on there and do your tree pose. Good. And now we're going to stick it out to the side. Good. All right. Now what we're going to do is you're going to take your right knee and your left hand up, and we're going to hold that. Okay. So if you need to, keep your hand on here for balance. We're going to try and balance just like that. Okay. My right knee, my left hand. Good. Now try and switch that left knee, right hand. Good. Go ahead and set that down. And we can go ahead and take a seat here. So first thing I want you to do is take your feet and kind of turn them inwards towards each other and stretch out those feet. So 5 live classes today. Make sure you pay attention to the channel. We have the Colin and Andy show at 10:45 a.m. this morning. Okay, so that'll be a good one. It's live on this channel, and Andy and I will update you with all of today's, with this week's information that you need to know. Okay, so each week we're going to have that live weekly wake up show, we call it, and hopefully I'll be a little more awake for that. Okay, so the 5 classes, good work there. Okay, let's go ahead and drive your knee up towards the hip here. 5 classes that we have are seated exercise at 10, happy hearts at 11:30, sit and be fit at 1:30, and don't fall at 2:30. So all your favorite classes live today. All right. And then tonight, every Monday, we're playing a TED Talk. Okay. So I'm pretty sure last week we played the very first ever TED Talk. And I think it was about something with schools. Go ahead and cross your leg here. Something about how schools should be inspiring creativity was last week's TED Talk. So we're going to play another TED Talk this week. TED Talks are really good. Experts giving some information on an interesting topic. Okay. All right. Take your right knee towards your left shoulder. Turn and look over your right. Good. Go ahead and set that down. Let's take our left leg straight back. Good. Cross it over there and drive it away. Okay, take your left knee towards your right shoulder and turn and look over your left. Good. All right, let's do one more here. I want you to kind of come down towards your toes, chin into your chest, and hold that stretch. All right. Thanks again, everybody, for coming. Pay attention to all the stuff we got going on today and the rest of the week. And if you need to find the calendar, it can be up on the pen line under My W Life. All right. Thank you, everybody. I will see you in the future.